We're the bosses in the South making money moves, turning dreams into streams, yeah we never lose. Colombia's finest, building from the ground, flipping stacks to billions, we wear the crown. Bosses of Colombia, we're running the scene, flipping small town, hustle in the big time green. From the heart of the city.
So, hello, welcome to Bosses of Columbia on this wonderful Saturday. We haven't recorded in a while, right? It's been a few weeks, right?
It's been a couple weeks, yeah.
So we just want to jump right in and start going into some things. So before we started recording, we were talking about some establishments and kind of higher profile events that will bring the people out. So Camille was gonna say something, but she stopped because we wanted to record it. So what was your thought?
I was scrolling Facebook the other day, and I saw on the roadblocks of Columbia that someone had posted about an establishment in Columbia where DHEC came out, and they didn't get their best report. So then the establishment kind of rebutted, and then the person came back and posted an actual inspection report from DHEC on Facebook, right? But then people started jumping on them like, why are you attacking a black business? It's always black on black. We can't allow black businesses to grow and to be successful or whatnot. And I feel a certain type of way about that because as a patron to some of these establishments in Columbia, I can appreciate when we get negative information in regards to these establishments because, hey, I eat there, I drink there, I party there, and I want to be informed if I should not be eating there. And I think that the only way to address an issue is to know about an issue.
I agree, and I don't think it's just black establishments.
Correct.
Because I see them posting stuff about white establishments as well. I can say nationally known establishments can get bad reviews as well.
Really?
So
absolutely, because there's a very established restaurant downtown Columbia, and I'm almost certain it's not African American owned. Yeah. And I had a girlfriend, and I don't think she went on social media and said, but she said she had a roach in her food. So when people mention it to me, I didn't go in on social media and air it out, but I do mention it to people because I want them to know, this is a possibility if you go there.
And I agree. I think it's the same thing. Just because it's a black establishment doesn't mean that you don't give them negative criticism for them to do better.
Correct.
We should be able to serve our own patrons as well as a white establishment would serve us if we want them to be long lasting and there to provide our services. We pay them our money, so why shouldn't they provide that level of service?
Correct. And and just because it's an African American establishment, most times who support African American establishments? Us. Okay, so why should we get lower service at an African American establishment than we would get somewhere else? Like, no, absolutely not. So we need to start holding them to a certain standard.
Yep.
I mean, and just like they should be holding patrons to a certain standard. You don't want me to come in there and cut up and break things up and do all that. We are held to a certain standard. We can't go in there and pay half a tab. So why should we get half service or,
have attitude?
Oh Lord, let's not even get into that.
Yeah, be the bartenders gossiping. That is not your job. Your job is to serve the patrons.
Absolutely.
That are coming in.
And it's one establishment in Columbia. I refuse to go there. I haven't been there in a couple of years because I'm a football fanatic, right? I love my Saints. Who that? Shout them out. That's right. Who that, baby? And so I interact with a lot of men, right? So I'm always talking sports. I can look at football with the TV off. I usually like to look at my game with the TV off because I don't like the commentator talking about the Saints in a negative way. And I know all the plays or whatnot. So when guys get to talking in football season, I'm around a lot of guys because a lot of girls don't know the plays or whatnot. I bet on my team. And so I dress up in my team. The bartenders have made it up in their mind that being intimate with a lot of these guys, in which I'm not. They can't even name somebody that's in a bar or a club that I'm being intimate with. But they have spread rumors. Guys have come back to me and told me that they're saying you're sleeping with this person, that person, and I'm just cool with these people. And not only does it give me a bad reputation, but it also put a strain on their intimate relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're saying it to me and it's getting back to me, it's probably also getting back to their partners as well. And the partners looking at me sideways. I'm out sometimes and I'm speaking to women and they're looking at me like this and I have no idea. And then I just imagine that they heard something about me that's not true. Now, am I a perfect angel? Absolutely fucking not. Like, I can count on less than one hand how many people I done been with in Colombia, and 9 times out of 10 is not somebody that they are accusing me of being with.
I think it comes to professionalism. Whoever, like, you can see many men bringing different girls to a bar and nobody will ever say nothing about them. I mean, that's not your job to go and gossip on who somebody frequents with a bar. It's your job to serve them.
Correct. And as pretty women, and I'm a pretty woman, you both are pretty women, and we are going to have men around us. Men are going to speak to us. Men are going to want to be around us. Like you were saying earlier, Yoshi, like, when you used to go out, you didn't have to pay for anything. I mean, your whole night was footed, right? By men, right? And so, you know why? Because men benefit from that. Like, you're not getting that from free. Men are benefiting from that because when pretty women see pretty women around you, they want to get to know you as well. So, like, that's not free. Our energy, our time, our presence is not free. Like, we might think, we're getting something for nothing, but it's not for nothing. Absolutely not. And I just saw a TikTok post about that, and it's absolutely true. Like they benefit long after the night is over. We might benefit for that night, but long after the night over, them same women that they saw us with are after them now, are open to being around them or with them at that point.
People always want somebody that got somebody. Nobody wants you until you got somebody.
And it ain't even got to be you got somebody. It's that you can have these beautiful women around you.
That's what they want.
It ain't just anybody.
Yeah,
but when you're with a top tier woman,
that's what other people want.
Other men and women want to find out, okay, so this nigga must have some money.
Yeah.
This nigga must have some power. He must have something going on to attract a beautiful woman like that to want to be in his presence.
Absolutely. It's the truth. What's so funny? You want to join us over here?
What is
we got a shirt
about?
Please,
can we get you a Boston Columbia shirt and you? Can you get him a shirt?
Here's what I find. Here's what I find comical. Here's what I find.
We want to get you a shirt. You gotta have a Boston Columbia shirt on.
I'll get one. I can't run from behind here, and I can't run behind here and be out there. Okay. So the thing that I sometimes find comical, especially when with me and Yoshi go.
Okay, let's go.
Dealing with Yoshi and
Vaughn and all that.
Yeah, he's my best friend, my best guy friend.
The man for Yoshi don't exist. All right, so let's just.
I think he does exist.
No. She know he don't exist.
He do. I've had him.
I know he don't exist.
He's no longer here. The man for her is no longer here.
I believe he exists. I think JC was very close to being the man that you want.
No, there's a particular level of patience that you have to have with Yoshi. Patience, a particular lifestyle.
Yeah.
A particular, and I'm not saying that she has to down her standards because me and her get into it
all the time.
Nobody should down their standards
because my philosophy is totally opposite of hers, and I respect it.
Yes.
I just don't agree.
Right.
So when statements are made that because we've allowed you into our section and we have spent some money for you that it's not free I have value too. So I think that when that statement is made, it's devaluing the man in the situation as well as who wants
absolutely not.
as
we
well
never
as
said it devalues the man.
as well. I'm just saying what it implies. I'm not saying what you said.
Okay.
I said the implication is that it's a level of need of your presence to engage other presence. If that makes sense. That's the implication.
We didn't say need. We didn't say it's a necessity because we're with you, right? No, so we're with you.
I agree.
So you have to already have some kind of value that I'm in your presence, right?
Yeah. So then why aren't you with me? Why am I worried about these other people out here if you're not going to be?
I think it's a power thing with men. Period.
I'm a man and they got no power to
Yes, they do. Men,
you might not be the average man, but men like to show off in front of other men.
Absolutely. Why do you think that they always want a beautiful woman on their arm?
I think you want to be with somebody that you're attracted to.
Why do men?
Wait, hold up. I cannot go with that. You want to be with someone you're attracted to, and you want to be with someone that other people are attracted to. That is an ego boost.
No,
I don't care what you say and how many different ways you say it.
No, I'm saying you want to be with somebody that you're attracted to. Nobody wants to be with somebody they're not attracted to.
Ugly.
Correct.
But you want other people to think they're attractive as well.
No,
correct.
To me, it doesn't matter if other people find them attractive or not. I'm just what I'm saying is because other people's opinion people's opinion of my woman. As long as she's carrying herself like something, she don't go off looking like nothing. Yeah. If she's out there looking like something because she's a representation of me, beauty is a standard of the person who's looking at that person. Yeah. I think whether they're attracted to them, because I've seen the most beautiful women to me that other people won't mess with.
And nasty attitudes.
Not even the attitude. Other people just don't find attractive. Yeah. They may be super
beauty
attractive
is in the eye of the beholder.
Because there's other things that equal the level of attraction. So like, okay, you may be good looking, but to me, an attractive woman, a woman with grind, a woman with some hustle, a woman who's busy because I'm busy. Yeah. So there's certain things that I'm attracted to that make her more attractive to me. Whereas people might see her with me and be like, man, why he with her when he got all this and he got all that? So when I'm saying y'all bring about as much value to and this is not to devalue what women bring. This is just saying that unless you're interested in me, I'm not having you in my section.
Okay, so
I'm not going to have you here just so the people that bring beautiful women into their area just to entice other people. Like if you my people, cool. Hey, come on in, have a good time, But if I don't know you, I'm trying to holler, and if you ain't trying to holler back, you can get out my section.
That's
there are whole clubs in Los Angeles, and I'm sure in other cities too, New York and other cities as well, the big, larger cities, where at the door, I've been to these clubs. I know they exist. At the door, if you are not a certain level of attractive, they won't even let you in. They will turn you down.
I'm not saying that's not a thing.
Okay, so
but who determines the attractiveness?
Oh, there's a status quo. There is a status quo. So they're at the door and they're turning people around because they don't meet a level of attractiveness. You know why? Because the people on the inside, the men on the inside are spending a whole lot of money and they want them to. It's just what it is. Like, so. And also, when you say the personality and this, that, and other, upon meeting a person, you can't see none of that. You can't see any of that. So if you're in my section, if I'm a man and you're in my section, the people around us don't know anything about your personality or anything like that. Now, if I know you have a nasty personality, I'm not going to have. Well, I was talking more so on the level of attraction past that because initially you're attracted to a person off the looks. Yeah, correct, and that's what we're. So what I'm saying is, that's what I mean. Like nobody's invited. I don't believe, and it could happen. I may not have been there. I might not be the dude because I've invited some people into my section and I've kicked people out. Hey, what's up, man? You good? You want to holler? Oh no, you can get on out then. Next, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying
personally, I'm not gonna even entertain a man that I don't feel like I'm gonna talk to. That's just me.
Exactly.
Because I don't see nothing out of it. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want him lagging and hanging on my hip. There's no reason. We don't have a reason. He's gonna talk to me.
But then that kind of contradicts the earlier statement. Well, we're going to go because you're offering me something. You're offering me these drinks. You're offering me this food. You're offering me this to be here because I enhance your presence. Correct? Is that what was said earlier? Because me being here enhances you.
That's what.
So I don't have to be attracted to you. So what you're saying is, if I don't feel like I'm a holler, I'm not even going to go over there.
That's just me personally.
Yeah, but
because I don't.
But see, me, I'm different, and I'm in a social environment for different reasons. I'm a realtor. I want to engage with people. You can be the least attractive person to me, but if you want to buy $1 million house, I want to sell you that $1 million house. So I am going to.
That's a business though. That's
So
a business
everything
decision.
I do is usually about business. Me sitting here is business. Like,
of course.
so,
I mean,
yeah.
So I'm an energetic. So anyone who's ever approached me to invite me somewhere, I think they vibe off the energy. I think they automatically see me out in places where I'm actually, marketing or, doing something for my business. So why wouldn't you want? I'm the double entendre. Like, oh, she's beautiful and she has brains too. Niggas take me out to lunch just to pick my brain. Okay, she's beautiful and she's smart. So we can sit down, have an intellectual conversation. Mm-hmm. We can talk about business. We can talk about travel. We can talk about, I'm that girl. So yeah, why wouldn't a man want to be in my presence and be with me and pay for things, travel? I've been flown out. I've been taken places. I've been purchased nice, expensive gifts because I am a gift to them. And if he wants to be a gift to me, great. But just like I'm giving him something, he's giving me something. I think ain't no fair exchange in a robbery.
I still stand by my initial statement when I said that when they invite us into their sections, into their worlds, on their yachts, to their parties,
right,
it's a benefit to them. Now, and I still stand by it's a benefit to them long after we leave because women want to be around men who other beautiful women want. There are so many men that if a certain woman hadn't entertained them, they wouldn't have gotten the other women that came behind.
I don't know who these dudes are, but okay. Okay. I'm not a victim to that.
There is a such thing.
What makes you a victim to that?
Law of attraction.
No, a victim to that.
Is.
No, I think that I believe that I can't my value doesn't go up and down by the person I'm with. To me.
Yeah.
It absolutely does.
No, to me. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, and she knows him a lot. Mm-hmm. Everybody I bring value to their life. I bring ultimate. Now, I'm busy, I'm this, I'm that, but I ain't no slow lead. I'm going to try to treat you like something. I'm going to do everything I'm supposed to do. If you leave or move on or whatever, it ain't on me. So I believe that if anybody wants to go, so I don't think being with a person has ever raised my stock more so than I already had it. Because at the end of the day, if I try to holler and you say no, I move.
Well, that's you
I
as a
move
person.
over here.
That's not everybody.
So
you're
you can
saying-
bring value to them, but because I heard you say you bring value to them,
and there have been women like my ex-wife.
On the flip side,
my ex-wife
she didn't bring value to you.
No, my ex-wife brought ultimate value to my life.
Okay,
but I'm just talking about as far as other people seeing me in a different light. It's never happened to me because
you don't know
woman
that.
you
don't know how people see
Go
you.
on your social media right now. Go on your social media and tell me how many followers you have on Instagram.
I don't know.
Okay, so let's say it's a couple,
maybe a couple hundred.
Hundred. If Janet Jackson flew here today, she ain't about to date you. Posted a picture. I'm out here in Florence with my boo, nigga. You'll be at 20K followers in 2 hours. I promise you.
But you're counting. No. Y'all you're counting followers to me like that brings value to me.
But that's social media.
That's social media.
I know, but
that's not going to
technically,
be.
in this day and time, followers are value.
Okay,
I'm not saying that's what I
now
for.
remember. Now, as much as you want to disagree with one person I dated, right? Yes. Remember the one that was on television.
Yes.
Fine as hell.
Yes.
Did I ever post her? Never, not once.
Wow.
Never, not once. Now, just because and she did post me once.
Yes.
But I asked her to take it down.
But let me tell you what else she did for you.
Now.
What did she do for you? What did she do for you?
She messed my head up a little bit.
No. What did she do? What did she do for you amongst her people in her circle?
What you mean?
She pitched your business.
Oh, she did. She did pitch my business to people.
She had other people come to you for catering and different things
true.
like that.
In DC, yeah,
even flew you out to events.
True.
So come on now. There
What
was
I mean
a
by-
benefit
but I
to
mean,
being with her.
I'm not saying that I didn't gain a benefit from being. I'm talking about other people seeing that and saying, y'all say by a woman being with you, right? A particular level of woman being with you,
Right.
you're gonna get other higher order women.
So if you would have posted her on your social media and other people would have known her, would it have been a different experience then? But you don't know.
Well,
Well,
we
you never
don't- we-
posted her. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
I'm a very private person, so like that
Yeah.
type of stuff. Because my thing is like,
Me
I'm
too.
just speaking on the. I know people bring value. I know women bring value to your life because
Yeah.
they make you better.
They should.
I'm
If
just
you
talking
don't bring-
about
if
if
you
you
don't
don't
get
bring value, you
somebody,
shouldn't be with
you
you shouldn't be
shouldn't
with the
talk to
person.
that person.
What I'm saying
Of
is,
course.
as far as taking you from where you are to the next level. That's what I'm saying. Like as
Yeah.
far as dating wise, the type of woman you get after her just for being with her, I just don't agree with that. I think that's on the man. If the man's, because maybe I wasn't confident enough before I got with this woman. Oh, now I done got her. So now I'm more confident to step out of myself and move on to somebody else because I got more confidence.
Well, speaking as a woman, a man that probably didn't get somebody like you from the beginning, they do attract them. The women start paying attention after they see you with that person.
Is that something that you see? Is that something that you think? Or is it something that you
Something
know?
that I know.
No, it's pretty known.
Okay, speaking of pitching businesses, I like to pitch water slingers, pressure washing. If you need your house pressure wash, okay, I'm gonna start over. Speaking of pitching businesses, if you need your home pressure washed, your truck or your car pressure washed or washed, please reach out to Water Slingers Pressure Washing at 803-476-2342. Okay.
Well, you know, enough about that. Let's go into the other.
Let's
subject.
go into, I think we can piggyback off of that with the Remy and Clarissa because I feel like Clarissa is using him to promote her business, and she's gotten a greater follower and following because of the beef between her and Remy. So
I
what do
think
y'all
that's
think?
true.
I'll say that because I will agree with you on that because I never knew who Clarissa Shields was
period.
until all
Her
of
and
this
that Remy
happened.
and
So that
Papoose thing.
also spawns off of what I said about with him and Janet. Like people would not know you, and then all you got to do is be seen with a celebrity or known to be dating them, and now everybody wants to follow you because they want the backstory.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, well,
Correct.
how
I
did this
didn't-
person get here, and who they know,
What he
and where they
got
come from
to make her want him.
I had
basically.
no idea who this lady was until she started beefing with Remy
Yeah.
and using that relationship to promote herself and get attention. So, which is,
I didn't know who she was.
I guess it's a great marketing, too, but I
mean,
can't stand
I
it.
will
I
say-
cannot stand her.
I will say she's come a long way.
And what she looked like?
Well, I didn't.
I mean,
well,
she's still not, and I'm gonna say this:
Not attractive.
if you're gonna I still think Remy Ma is way more attractive.
And feminine.
Correct. But I mean, Papoose is not the
Cream of the crop.
no.
Definitely
I
not very
mean-
close.
Hey, I done
I mean,
dated. I have dated some muglies before in my life, but they were. I don't know. I just think with a man, you could kind of dress him up and if he got some bank and he got some nice little threads and some shit going on, he tend not to be so ugly.
No, that remember
She-
the main thing is a millionaire ain't ugly. Who said that? Jay-Z?
Yeah.
A millionaire ain't ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the quote? What was Jay's quote about I ain't never seen an ugly billionaire.
Billionaire. It's
Yeah.
true. But,
Yeah, I ain't never seen no ugly billionaire either.
because you can't tell me that same person walking down the street with regular people money would be attractive. They wouldn't.
Right.
No way. So that's partial. True. Well, not partially, but it's absolutely true. That's the attraction.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth.
I
'Cause-
agree. So what is it that other than promoting her fight or I don't know, building her social media or being known or whatever, what is it that you think when you see the interaction between her and Papoose, do you think it's a genuine
No. I mean, I don't. I don't. And I just think, I'm going to just say this because I got to get off my chest. She's too manly looking for me.
But Remy is masculine as well to me. Maybe not looking, but in her demeanor, she has a masculine persona. She does to me. And that is clearly what he's attracted to.
So
what do you think? What do you think about Remy? I'm not saying she's an ugly woman. She's pretty.
No, she's that stands to be debated.
She's very feminine.
That's debatable.
Do you think she looks better than Clarissa?
She's attractive.
And I know looks is not everything.
She's attractive,
yeah.
But I mean, I just think that
anybody at this point can make themselves attractive. Any woman, I think.
At any point, you get a butt lift.
You can make yourself somewhat attractive.
So I'm gonna say this because Remy is from New York. I'm from New York. I think there's a masculinity that comes with women from New York. I've been told that I am, presence wise feminine, but I'm very masculine in my demeanor.
Your
mentality? Yeah, I act like a nigga.
I think it's less. No. I think it's no. I think it's.
I think you want to, but I don't see that in you.
I wouldn't say masculine. I would say more aggressive.
Yeah, and
the reason why I
wouldn't even say aggressive. I would just say more honest, just like blunt. Like,
well, I think blunt might be a thing because I just think that because of the level of competition, you compete for everything in New York.
Correct.
Jobs, people. Family.
You don't compete for everything everywhere.
No.
Sometimes we're competing against people we don't even know we're competing against.
The only thing you can do, what I found in South Carolina, being here as opposed to being in New York, is you have to compete. You compete mostly, if you don't compete against yourself, 9 times out of 10 you might be competing with one person, maybe 2, maybe 3 if it's the people you don't know about. But like people that you're really competing against, like you might go for the same in New York to go to high school. You gotta there's an application. You gotta apply to the high school you want to go to. You don't just automatically go. Like here, you go to your own school.
Yeah,
really?
No, you have to fill out
to PS whatever.
Yeah, you got to high school. So like, let's say you want to go.
They have niche schools now.
Yeah.
In New York, so it's really not like a public school anymore. So they have like academies for arts, academies for engineering.
I mean, even when I was in high school, 92, 93, when I had to go, when I was on my way to high school, they had stuff for engineering.
So you're from New York?
Yeah, I'm from New York. Lived all my life in New York. Came down here a few years ago. But you have to, like, when you're going to high school, you have to apply. You want to go to South Shore. You want to be to work in trains and buses. You got to go to Transit Tech if you want to. But you have to apply those schools, and your grades are determinant upon whether you get in those schools or not.
I think that
that's what I mean.
Competition. I think competitiveness in us as a people was engraved, and I'm going to go back to slavery. Like, who's in the house and who's in the field, and it just never went away. That we will never stop competing against each other to our detriment. That's my truth. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a school. I mean, we compete in regards to who dressed the best, who has the biggest house, who has the nicest car, who has the smartest kids, who has the prettiest kids, who has the best spouse, and we just compete. We're just competitive.
I don't think it's just us. It's just more prominent because we're in the Black community, so we see it more. But white people do the same thing. They compete about money. My parents richer, this and that. I go to the best schools because my parents, my daddy, they do the same thing.
I think that we do it a lot more maliciousness. With a lot more maliciousness than they do. Like,
because one thing about
I just feel like we can walk into an establishment and just, instead of people greeting us in a embracing way, is the looks, the up and down. And at some point at my age, I've gotten accustomed to it. Like, I literally go into an establishment with a smile on my face, and I'm ready to, and interact with people. And I'll go to look at a female, and I'm smiling and go to say hey to her, and she frowns her face up and looks me up and down. So I'm just like, why?
I don't even that. I don't care.
It's the pretty.
But because it's not that I care, but it does. mean, I think about it because it just happened. I'm just like, damn, like I'm about to speak to you, girl.
So I think, especially here, because it's different. I went to an event in Charleston last week, and I met another young lady from New York, and she was very friendly. And I don't normally meet friendly people from New York. I will say that I can be kind of standoffish when I first meet somebody. But like I said, I'm an energetic. So when I see somebody that I may connect with, there is an attraction. Like I said, law of attraction. So I will go up, meet them, introduce myself, ask questions, whatever. But otherwise, I can be kind of standoffish until people approach me. I just kind of wait for that energy to be reciprocated on me in certain places and spaces because...
See, with the years I've known you, I've just experienced that with you recently. Like, if you would have told me that last year, I wouldn't have, I couldn't have said that I saw that in you. Because remember, like, you were the first person to reach out to me. You didn't reach out to me on no business, like, I want to buy a house type stuff. And so, just like...
It was energy.
Yeah, it was, okay.
I saw a mirror image of me in you where I could have fun with this young lady. She's beautiful. I want to be around people like me. First time I met Liz, through you. I thought Liz was beautiful. I thought Liz had good energy. I mean, it's other people who I've been around that have, been in our spaces. And I'm like, hey.
I'm very standoffish as well. That's
you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be cordial, but I just feel like it's just a thing.
I think being in the military got me like that because like being around so many people all the time, they're bad actors all the time. They'll pretend to be one way and then they turn out another way down the road because that's just how it is. Okay. So you kind of always just watch things in the background and let it play out. Just let it play out. And even people that are your leaders, they're supposed to be protective of you, but they turn out to be total shitty people.
Oh, yeah. Roles don't make you a good person.
No.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to.
Just like money. Money doesn't make you a good person.
Correct.
But it's different in the military because they're supposed to be trustworthy because that's how it is. It's not about the role. It's about your position. And you're supposed to be this person. And once I've seen my friend get basically harassed by one of our seniors, and then he went and put her out the army saying that she did this and that. Ever since then, I've been standoffish with people. So, period.
Because Liz was in the army and I work for the army, I can see where you're going with this. And just because we're in an institution that's supposed to be very integritous, that doesn't always mean it is.
Yeah. And I
mean, we think educators are supposed to be people who, are upstanding citizens, do the right thing, don't break the law. But we see every day a teacher doing drugs, a teacher fucking a student, a teacher doing all
belittling, degrading students.
Correct. So people are people. In we done seen pastors and priests molest children. So we can never say
what a person would
never thought that this person would have been like this.
Oh, baby, I'm way past that of seeing what a person would or wouldn't do.
It's free game, baby. Like I know nothing shocks me anymore. Child. But I'm very protective of my energies. No need for me to give it out if I don't want to take the risk of, and I could meet somebody and they could totally like. There's a young lady, on social media, and I have the same like natural vibe with her. I don't know who started following who first, but she reminds me so much of me. But because I know that she knows a young lady that I have a history with and I don't fuck with like that, I'll never reach out to her for us to have lunch or to be friendly because I don't want to come in that space and make a division between her and her friend where she has to decide if she wants to fuck with her or fuck with me. Because here's the deal. I can be friendly with whoever. If that person hasn't done anything to me, I don't necessarily have to choose a side to be with. All I know is when I'm with the young lady who you have a difference with, you don't talk about her to me. And I'm not going to talk about her to you. And I'm not going to allow her to talk about you to me. Because I'm going to respect both people. And respect me enough to not drag me in y'all shit. But I can't speak on anybody else having that same level of integrity.
Yeah, for me, I feel like I couldn't do it because you got to pick a side. Like, you got to be loyal to somebody. And at some point, it's going to come a time where...
But the loyalty comes with, I'm not going to discuss you with her and her with you.
At some point down the line, it's going to come where there's either an event happening, there's something going on, and I'm going to have to make a decision. I don't want to have to make a decision. I just told, I was just, I was out. I don't know if I talked to you about this, but I was out recently and a chick came up to me and she started talking to me and she knows some other people that I know. And she wanted to be my friend. So, I told her straight up, I cannot be your friend because you deal with them. And she was like, well, I only hang out with them when it's parties and a this, that, and other. And I was just like, I cannot be your friend. So then I was talking to someone else and he said, she's good people. You should give her a chance, this, that, and other. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give her a chance. But she couldn't stop talking about the other people. Like, she just couldn't stop talking about the other people.
Well, there's the problem. That's why I said you can't bring the other person into our conversations if you know I don't fuck with them. So to me, that's disrespectful to you. Why would you be talking to me about these people and you know I just told you I don't fuck with them? So I ain't necessarily...
Yeah, and I have cut somebody off. I done told you I don't like this person, but you still want to talk to me about this person.
That's why I said about the young lady that I would never be able to approach her in that fashion because I know the relationship she has with her friend. Now, if these are two people who I've had in my life for a period of time, this is like not a new situation. I don't need to be forced. And if I feel forced that I have to make a decision, you're going to pick me or you're going to pick her. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I do. I won't fuck with nobody because, I was born by myself and I'm going to die by myself. And I don't want anybody feeling like they got to feel like they're going to make me choose a side. I got a man that I used to fuck with that still talk to my mama, take my daughter out to eat, whatever. Nigga, that's what you do over there with them. I'm not fucking with you.
True.
Great. You still like my mama. You still like my daughter. But I don't like you.
Yeah, don't fuck with me.
So there's that. And I'm never going to tell them, don't call that nigga. Don't... But
that's your separate
my
relationship
mother
with
knows
them. You don't
not
fuck with them.
To discuss really, she might say, I talked to so-and-so today, or he can't drop by and did so-and-so.
Yeah.
But she knows not to invite him to the house when I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a respect. So, I just feel like it's a fine line. I mean, it just all depends on how deep the relationship is.
Well, my friend, if you and I have been friends for a while and I tell you, and I know that you don't have the type of relationship with the other person that you have with me, and I tell you that I don't fuck with that person and you continue to fuck with that person, you wouldn't have to make a decision because I would make that decision for you.
Yeah, I don't think that is, I don't know. Like, even my sister and one of our childhood friends fell out at one point. She was like, me and your sister just gonna get along. She's look, y'all don't have to talk. Me and you are cool. I don't hang out with her or whatever. We still cool because we all grew up together. Why should I stop talking to her just because you and my sister don't get along? Y'all ain't talking about each other. Y'all don't hang out with each other. But I still got the same love for that girl because we've been friends since childhood.
That's not, I feel like it's
an adult thing to me. I can separate the two.
Even siblings.
Yeah.
You're gonna have, it's 5 of us. there are siblings that I'm closer to than even my half siblings. There are siblings that I'm closer to that, and I'm less close to.
Yeah.
But that's not they always together. Or them two.
Yeah.
They the clique. I don't like that. I just don't like that. And I mean, family gonna show you every motherfucking time. I told my cousin when she invited me to a party, them niggas don't fuck with me like that. Come on. We first cousins.
Yeah.
Our mamas and daddies, sisters and brothers. But you pick who you want to be extra with, and you choose me to feel some kind of way. So if we had a family reunion, guess what I'm gonna do? Love you.
And then move on.
And then I'm going back over here.
It's just,
and I'm not gonna feel no kind of way when my cousins go over there and spend time with you and love on you.
Yeah.
Because it's up to them to decide who they want to fuck with.
True.
Just know I ain't fucking with you like that.
Period.
But it's all love. Yeah.
Yeah. I never, like when my sister around or her, I'll speak and I go about my business. We cool. And my sister didn't like it, but now guess what? They cool again.
See?
Because it was petty in the first place. It was just dumb.
See, and that's Jesus.
Yeah, now they cool again. Now they speak. It's just dumb shit. But you put somebody in the middle of your shit because you don't know. That's your problem.
And that even comes to relationships with men.
Yes.
Like,
that ain't my problem.
I have always been one of those people to discern what I want to tell people about the person that I'm dealing with. Because I know once somebody tells me something that I don't like about the person that they're dealing with, I'm going to look at them differently.
It never fails.
I'm going to feel differently about them because this is my person. You're treating her bad. I don't like that.
And I don't like
that
you.
thought is going to be ingrained in my head.
Exactly.
And even though y'all cool now, I remember that.
Yes.
My friend.
You will never forget.
And I don't like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sit and I'm going to be cordial in spaces where I need to be. But don't expect me to be as I was before after you done told me what he done did or said or fucked over you.
I'm the same way. I'm unforgiving in that type of shit. Because you wouldn't want somebody to do it to you and you expect somebody to just get over it.
But I can play nice.
Me too.
When I need to play nice for the sake of my friend.
That's me. 100%.
Because I love my friend enough to be cool. I ain't just gonna be like, no, fuck that. That nigga did so and so. You think I'm sitting in this nigga?
Oh no,
face
that's your business.
Right.
If you want to do that.
Because that's y'all shit. That's y'all shit. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But I'm gonna be sitting over here and they be like, you.
Yeah, like my sister. Like my sister know what happened to me and my ex. They would never be cool with him again. Now, if I wanted to run back to him and be with him again, they can be like, oh, you with his sorry ass again. Absolutely not. I can never expect them to like him like that again. Ever.
But would they be at the wedding?
They probably would because I asked them to.
Definitely would be at the wedding. My
so,
sister
like
gonna
I'm
be
saying,
there front and center and
play,
very
they're gonna
supportive.
play
Yeah,
nice,
so
I don't know
if
I don't know if you saw my TikTok. Did I post it last night or this morning? Well, either way, I posted a video of the other day. I was on the phone with my girlfriend and sister. And I was, airing some grievances or whatnot and, upset or whatnot. And she started praying. She said, let me pray for you. And she didn't just pray for me. I was surprised because we're on the phone, my eyes closed, and she's praying. And then she started praying for the person I was airing grievances about. So, she could have done what most people would do. Trash them, tar garbage, tell me, whatever most people would do. But she prayed for that person or whatnot, and I appreciate her for that.
Some friends do that, some don't.
That's right. But I feel like that's the right thing to do. Ultimately, your friend, because you're loyal to your friend. I mean, you want the best for them. So you don't even want them to have ill will with anyone. So you're going to pray for the other person. Lord, even if they are demonic, Lord, take that demonic spirit from that person so they can be back to the person they was when they first
And that's what she prays. She prayed for guidance and direction or whatnot. And I mean, when I say I have a whole new admiration and respect for her because of how she handled the conversation. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So we wrapping it up. Where can they find us on our social media platforms?
You know, just like I know.
TikTok at Bosses of Columbia. If you are not following, follow. And we're gonna all call off our social media pages. I'm Yoshi Yolanda and Nurse Pretty on Facebook and IG.
I don't want to give Facebook, but my IG is and TikTok. And
you can follow me at Camille at Bosses of Columbia on TikTok, Camille Ware on Facebook, and Camille Ware Realtor on Instagram.